beautiful winter's morning in the UK. About 8 degrees, feels a lot colder because it's a little bit windy. But as you can see, just at Donington Park, we're at one end. This is normally the busy end. There's nobody here. So it's just a track day, Monday morning. Don't know why it's so empty, because all these weekend track days are all fully booked. So got the 125D. We'll get everything unloaded. We'll have a look at what we're actually going to do today. So one of the main reasons why we're here, we've got some AD09s for the BMW. I know that's what everybody's been asking us about, which is quicker, the 52s or the AD09s. I think the 52s are definitely going to be quicker. They've got a lower tread depth, so they don't last as long, but they'll probably warm up a bit quicker and be a bit more resilient in the longer stuff. But I think overall grip is going to be better on them. But the price point on these is a bit better for the track day market. Maybe are they better in the wet? Not going to be able to find out today. But the carcass is stiffer, so the steering feel on these is a little bit, I think, improved on these. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. If you watch the previous test with the 125D versus the old AD08 RS, a lot of people commented saying that they didn't like that tyre anyway, which I'll admit I didn't. These are the exact tyres that we ran in that test. These are slightly used. The ones on the Beamer are new, but we're going to do a bit of testing on the Beamer first. And we'll swap them back and hopefully get some good results from them all. But the track at Donington does evolve quite a lot, but we'll be able to tell pretty quickly what's happening. So anyway, Simon's here. He's looking very official. So you can see the difference in these. This has got more trying to push the water away, but the shoulder is where the big difference is going to be in these. This is a lot squarer, a lot more meat on it, 7mm versus 5mm, which is going to be a big thing. We always seem to wear these on this outer edge here, so we'll see how these look. Obviously got a lot of stuff to test, but see how the tyres look. Scott is here, so because it's so quiet, as you can see, nobody on track, only costs us a little bit of extra money for Scott to get out, rather than just being the second driver and the second car. So Scott's going to go out on the A052s, we'll see how the weather gets. It seems to be getting a bit cloudy, which is sort of good and bad at the same time. The track's fairly dry, so we'll see how they get on with that. Yeah, Scott will go out in that. He's going to do all this testing, so we'll try and stick a camera in his face when we can, and we'll see what the G-forces, what lap times, all that sort of stuff says later on. Yeah. We'll send him out, and away we go. Somebody's dropped oil all the way around track. Okay. Like all the way, full lap. So we're just swapping to the AD09s, so the opposite way around on the Beamer. See what happens. These have only drove down here, so I feel like they were way over, which that's about where we want them to be.
Got some quite a bit of temperature in it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it were understeering a little bit, but not crazy. Danny wants to know if you're alright.
You alright, Scott?
Yeah,
Scott, you alright?
Yeah, fine. Oh, fine, first time you asked me. I'm alright, yeah. So what do you reckon? 52s, we know what they're like. Happy? Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what these are like straight off the bat. So we reckon first lap push is what we're aiming for here, just see what it's like.
See what it's like on first lap push. And then I did 12 laps then and then just
getting better and better. So, well, lap times are getting better. I think I got less traffic. Yeah, like that, we'll see what happens with these then, and try and get some objective comments.
What do you reckon? We've tried it on both tyres back to back. What do you reckon to the AD09s?
Yeah, so I was saying to Simon that it felt like the AD09 wasn't rolling over onto the edge of the tyre quite as much as the A052, which is exactly what the temperature data showed. The outside edge of the A052 were a lot hotter than the middle and the inside edge compared to the AD09, which would have been more uniform across. Under braking, it felt like the AD09 were a little bit stiffer, so you'd not get as much dive,
yeah.
But then the ABS would kick in quicker, probably because it's skipping across rather than digging in.
Yeah.
So that's sort of kind of how it felt.
So obviously this not having as much camber as like say the race car, that's probably why the A052 were running on edge.
Yeah, I would have said so, yeah, because it felt like with the A052, as soon as you turned, you were sort of understeering, whereas on these it were a little bit more progressive. They still understeered a little bit. This is quite an understeery car, it always has been. But,
yeah. Let's have a look at data and see what differences in lap times and stuff. But this is just test one. We've only done, what, how many laps did you do?
I think 13 laps on the A052s and then probably 10 laps on the AD09s.
Yeah. We'll see, there's still time, but Simon will be going, so we'll not get the exact same data. So what we got here then?
So lap 13 were my last lap on the A052, so that's the blue graph, yeah. And then 18 is my fastest lap on the AD09s.
So you got 0.4 seconds quicker?
Yeah, 0.4 seconds quicker. But you see that the A052 were marginally quicker into turn 1. So turn 2 is the fast right-hander at Hollywood, and then turn 3 is the left at Craner Curves. And this is where, on this car in particular, it felt a lot more stable in the higher speed, so you could carry the speed. Yeah, you didn't feel like the front end were just washing out quite as much. You got a bit more tyre noise from the AD09s, so then you're able to carry a bit more speed. The old hairpin, which is the right-hander, yeah. Then we're going up the hill, so you can see you were able to carry a little bit more speed, but that might have been me being a little bit more greedy, bit braver, you know. And
so it's all the high speed stuff, high load stuff where these seem to be better.
Yeah,
on this car.
Yeah, on this car. So they're pretty even in places. The big chunk of time where I gained a lot on the A052s were here, which is sort of around Coppice. So. Okay, I think on this car there's not a lot between them.
Yeah, really. I think that's why this car's not optimised for 52, just because having 4.5 degrees camber on your road car is not going to work. But these are a track day tyre anyway. They're not designed to be a race tyre, so we'll see. We'll keep playing in the afternoon. We're not going to do any car changes to this BMW because it literally has got as much camber as it feels nice to drive on the road, whatever tyres you've got on. So we can't really put more on just to suit the 52s, because then it gets a little bit understeery in the straights anyway when you're braking and stuff. So we'll keep playing. I think the 52 will still be quicker. I think we'll swap later on, but we'll see again. But all the games seem to be in the slower, sort of grip limited sections rather than the sort of high speed load section, which obviously makes sense. Stiffer carcass. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go out in the Beamer. 5 laps in that on the AD09s and then swap to the 52s. And I think it does drive really nice on them tyres. I think that tyre definitely suits that car a lot better than the 52s. Time wise, it is quicker on the AD09s at the minute, but let's see what happens as things progress. So, just done the last session on the AD09. Like them, I think they're good. They suit that car a lot better. I don't think I improved on the time from the session before, but I got a lot of traffic. Having a little bit of an issue with the gearbox as well. Dropping down crane as it just wants to change up a gear for some reason. And then it's just flat, so that's probably hurting things. But it did it coming out the last corner as well, so something weird going on there. But anyway, we'll normalise all that in the results. Nothing's ever perfect. Yeah, I'll go out on the 52s again now, literally straight away, so it'll be 5 minutes later. So people always ask track day tyres especially what wear's like. Well, you'll be the judge, but to me, so these have come off the left side, this is off the right side. These have done a lot of laps today. Add up how many if we want to, and how many they did at Silverstone as well, so they're not brand new, and they're still punching in decent lap time. I was out there giving it hell. Doing good lap time, so really happy with that. Let's get the 52s on. So I've just been out in the 125. I went a bit quicker with the 52s, but it weren't easy. But Scott's going to look over the data now. I'll go out in the TT because we want to swap the tyres again. Trofeo bonus footage. Wish I'd not bothered. Just stuck it straight in gravel. They never warmed up, or they never felt like they warmed up, or they felt like they did a bit, and then they didn't. So
yeah, about 8 years old.
Yeah, they're ancient, so they're no good. We'll not judge them based on that. Thankfully, we didn't do any lasting damage. Just got a bit of sweeping up to do, as you can see. Yeah, nightmare job. Yeah, we'll go through data tomorrow. We'll finish this video at home. So back at the office. A couple of days have passed since we did the testing. Made sense to do it while we're here. We can have a look over everything and make sure what we're saying isn't a load of rubbish. But on the day, the feeling that you got from the tyres were quite different. Lap times, not as different as we expected. We did think they were going to be a second adrift, so the 52's quicker than the AD09s quite easily, but that weren't the case. So we'll have a quick look at the data here and see what we can see. We've just put this together here. So as you can see, we've got lateral G, longitudinal Gs, combined G, best lap AD09, A052. In the lower speed stuff, the 52s are quicker. Just simple as that, they're quicker. The thing is, Donington Park's only got 2 slowish corners. But the difference in the sidewall, in the high speed stuff, sort of makes the car feel a lot better, especially on the 125D, but you feel like you can push a little bit more because you're not riding on that outer edge of the tyre. So on the outlap, the 52s being softer and lower tread, they come up a little bit quicker. I'm not talking half a lap difference, we're talking a couple of corners, you're on it. The 52s, I just drive straight out the pits as fast as I can. The AD09s, once I've got some heat into them, similar thing. If you watch what happened at the end on the Trofeos, I did probably 3 or 4 laps. Sketchy as hell, nearly crashing at every time when I thought I was taking it steady, and then I end up in the gravel. So that's the difference between obviously an old tyre and whatever. I'm not going to deny that if they're brand new, maybe there's a difference, but still, I've drove a lot of tyres that are old and a lot of tyres that are good and bad, and them Trofeos were never going to come in. So that's a good thing for both these Yokohama tyres. The 125D having less camber, less toe out, and being softer on the damping just behaves so much better on the AD09s, which quite surprising. The next test we need to do, we need to get on a wet track day and try them, but the AD09 is meant to be quite a good tyre in the wet. It's got bigger grooves and different shape and stuff, so we shall see. The 52 doesn't look like it should be good in the wet. Everybody always says it doesn't look like it should be good in the wet, and it's really, really good in the wet. Last time we were at Anglesey, I think it was something like 8 seconds a lap quicker on the 52s than Pilot Sport 4s and Pilot Sport 5s, and that's not just us that did that test. All the other teams ended up doing the testing in quali and realised, get out on 52s and you'll be quicker. So yeah, I think the test has been a success. Obviously, I'm sure Yokohama were hoping there were a bit bigger gap between the 52 and the AD09, just purely because of the price and the market that these are aimed at. But AD09s for your track/road car. A052s, if you use it on the road, they're still good, but once they will wear out quicker. Racing, I think the AD09s are going to be the new tyre of choice for pretty much everybody except the top level of the club motorsport. So the AD09 will be the tyre that a lot of championships, in my opinion, should be mandating to be run, because they're going to last a lot longer because they've got 2mm more tread. They're a harder compound, stiffer carcass, so they're not going to be rolling over as much, so you're not going to be wearing the outer edge on cars that are used to running a tyre that's not got as much grip. So yeah, I think the test has been really good. It's definitely cemented what we want to do. All the track cars are going AD09s, the race cars are staying on 52s, but we will take a set of AD09s to the higher wearing tracks, and we'll just take them anyway, just to throw them on and just see what happens, because you never know, there might be circumstances again that we see where we like them. We'll see, let other people do the reviews. They've got good reviews all over the world so far. Really happy. So, oh, I forgot. This here is an AD09 tyre, and it's a phone charger. First 5 people that order some AD09 tyres from us will get a phone charger and some stickers. Might throw some other stuff in, you never know, depends how many tyres you buy. But yeah, watch this video, buy the tyres, get the phone charger. Not something I usually plug, but the centres them. Pretty cool. If it didn't work, I wouldn't have said it, but anyway, thank you.